Hi guys, how are you all? Just making sure that I'm looking up to date. And yes, I have a Rihanna forehead. Oh my god, I play too much. I play too much. Hi guys, so I'm back. It's been, oh my gosh, what can I say? It's been binning. There's so much going on. Actually, we are going on a boat cruise tomorrow. So, and yeah, welcome all new subscribers, by the way. I'm sorry, I really keep forgetting to do that. Welcome all new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and watching the videos. Yeah, me and G, since his mum has come over and we had a wonderful time yesterday. It was so nice at this fantastic restaurant. Since she's come over, he decided he would rent out a boat and, take her on the boat. And they've invited me on the boat with them. So tomorrow we are going out on the boat. It's going to be good. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be entertainment. It's going to be fun. So yeah, a lot's been happening. We've kind of realized that we're probably going to have 3 weddings. Isn't that mad? 3 weddings. Hey! Jesus is Lord. So what that means is there's going to be a traditional wedding in Nigeria, a traditional wedding in Poland, and we kind of just realized that, oh crap, actually we need to be married in the UK, otherwise our rights are gonna change. So we're probably just gonna do like some small ceremony in the UK. So it's gonna be mad. It's a lot is happening. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about today actually was a little sweet one to my Black ladies, or even just ladies, women in general, but I'm talking to you, Black women. I'm talking to you. I'm targeting you. Today, I really want to talk about how you can get a guy to spoil you. And it doesn't have to be someone that someone that you're dating. It could just be any guy. But actually, some of you really do need to understand how to get your own partner to spoil you, because some of you are with guys that don't even want to spoil you even just a little bit, or even just take care of you just a little bit. That's a little bit mad. So yeah. So essentially, I kind of started experiencing being properly madly spoiled maybe back in 2019, like the second half of 2019. The first half of 2019 was shit. It was rubbish. Complete nonsense, in the dustbin, in hell, in the abyss, in the freaking Dante's Inferno. It was crap. But the second part of 2019, things just changed. It was just like a shift. And I kind of just changed the way I was moving, just changed the way I was thinking and moving completely. And I attracted someone into my life that was actually sending me money on on just a weekly basis. It was crazy. Like I didn't even need to do anything. The person was just sending money on a weekly basis. It was incredible. And that lasted for 6 months. And it kind of made me to realize that actually there are guys that are out there willing and ready to spoil you, and it really helped me to understand as well that a lot of people are really accepting the bare minimum. Even the bare minimum, they're not getting it. They're not even getting the bare minimum. So essentially, because everyone, especially in the media, this is one of the reasons why I love the Black women in luxury movement, because Black women, a lot of Black women don't live that lifestyle. So it's so good that I'm seeing more and more creators, including myself, coming out and talking about it, and just talking about that lifestyle, and that it is actually achievable, but you have to move differently. So I've realized that essentially, and please, the mistake that people make, the mistake that a lot of Black women and just women in general make, is that you feel like you have to sleep with a guy for him to do something for you. Please, no. You do not have to do that. How many guys are you going to sleep with? How many? How many? So every time you want something done, you think you're going to have to sleep. Come on. In fact, when you don't do that is when it's easier to get a guy to do something for you. It's much easier. A lot of women don't understand, a lot of black women, I'm saying this to my black women, that if you really want a guy to spoil you and take care of you, then you need to be someone that you're living that life already, number one. Number two, you exude everything about that life. So your outward appearance and how you live your life, your lifestyle, everything needs to be, someone needs to look at you and just know that, you know, you don't accept anything less. Because even G, he comes to me, he goes, "You're a very expensive woman." And he starts smiling. Or he goes, "You're a very demanding woman." But he's smiling. He loves it. Some guys love that challenge. They love that idea. They love that challenge, you know? So, yeah, you definitely need to start exuding that. You need to have that. That needs to be like a part of you. It needs to ooze from every pore of your body. That's the only way to describe it. That lifestyle needs to ooze. It needs to ooze from every pore of your body, right? And then on top of that, I think a lot of women also don't understand that it's not even about, so if you want to get a guy to do stuff for you, it's about accessing the ego of a man and also accessing people's ability for basically tapping into people's capacity for kindness. This is one thing that people struggle with, mastering this ability of tapping into people's capacity, because every single person has a capacity for kindness. Everybody, unless you're just like a psychopath, which in that case, you know, you should just go in the bin, just go straight into the bin. But everybody has a capacity for kindness, like everyone. So you need to master how to tap into people's capacity. Learn how to use emotional language without being emotional. Like, that's a difficult thing to do for a lot of people. But learn how to use emotional language without being emotional. If I tell you guys the kind of things I have been gifted, okay, even when I moved into this luxury apartment, my landlord, he only got me a fridge without a freezer. I came to him and I said, "Oh, can you please change my fridge, please? I want a freezer with my fridge, and I want a nice freezer with my fridge, because my mom's going to be making me food and I don't have anything to store my food in." And he just felt really bad. And he was like, "Oh my God, I'm definitely going to give it to you straight away." He went out and he bought me a brand new fridge freezer, delivered it himself, installed it himself. And like, it was simple. It wasn't even a big deal. And he was happy to do it. He was even asking if I liked it. Should he get me another one? And even the same thing with my previous landlord. When I first moved in, I asked him, "Can you please renovate my entire apartment from top to bottom?" This previous landlord, the one that I really adored, he renovated my entire apartment from top to bottom in one weekend. I was so happy when I come back. I was so happy. I was thinking, what? You did all of this in one weekend? Look, men will do things for you when they want to, and they'll do it without a fuss. It won't be an Avengers Endgame battle. You know, there's no Tony Stark and Captain America kind of battle to get him to do what you want. If I talk about the kind of things, like when I was in Nigeria, if you see the way guys was just throwing things at me, people wanting me to come on yachts. We had a whole itinerary. People was trying to get me on yachts and stuff. It was crazy. It was actually crazy. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you, women, if you want a guy to spoil you, right, you need to appeal to the ego, because men's ego is incredibly fragile. When a guy is happy, it's usually because his ego is satisfied. When a guy is frustrated and unhappy, it's because his ego isn't fulfilled. It's unsatisfied. It's damaged. So, this especially goes for if you're dating a guy, you really need to make sure that who you are appeals to his ego and satisfies him. And that means you need to find the person that matches you. You need to find a guy whose mindset matches you. There's no point trying to make a guy do something for you or make him see you a certain way. If he doesn't see you as that woman, don't bother stressing yourself over it, because trying to change someone is very expensive and time wasting. Do you know how much energy it takes to even change yourself? Changing your personality is metabolically expensive. It's very expensive on the brain, very taxing. Trying to change your personality. This is why most people don't change, because it's so painful. Think about the whole weight loss process. When you're trying to lose weight, how you have to start thinking differently. You have to start doing things differently, thinking differently, using different thought processes. Do you know how much energy that expends in your brain? Your brain doesn't want to expend that energy. So your brain is already automatically resisting expending that much energy. Your body wants to conserve energy, not spend it, which is why changing who you are as a person is so metabolically expensive and exhausting. It's easier to get a guy to buy you things or just move on to the next person that actually wants to spoil you than trying to change a guy's mind when he doesn't see you that way. You cannot force someone to see value in you. If somebody does not see value in you, oya waka, off. No time to waste. Don't sit there going, why don't you value me? Oga, who cares? Bye-bye. Like, move to the next. It's not even it's not something you should be stressing yourself out over, because it's a futile exercise. It's really hard for most people to even change themselves. Never mind you trying to change someone else when you're not even in their brain. That's crazy. So that's another mistake a lot of women make, trying to change a guy, trying to make him spoil you. If you want random guy, even random people, like I've posted so many times about how I've been spoiled by random guys. It's about tapping into their ability to be kind, because actually men can be quite kind in certain circumstances. It's about how you approach them. It's about how you approach them, how you speak, how you talk, the kind of things you say, the language you use, the emotions you use when you are speaking, the way you present yourself. That's incredibly important. So, okay, like for instance, I'll give you another example. I remember I was going to, I think it was Costa. Was it Starbucks or Costa? I was going to Starbucks. It must have been Costa, because I love my Costa. I have a Costa card. But I was going to Costa, and I walked in and I left my purse. I actually had no clue that I left my purse at home. Like, I had no clue. And I said to this guy, as I was ordering, I was like, oh my gosh, I've left my purse. And he was like, it's okay. It's on me. And I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, it's on me. I didn't even know who this guy was. He was like, oh, you look really nice, by the way. Don't worry, enjoy it. It's on me. And it wasn't a small order. It was like, I had like, croissants, coffees, like 3 or 4, because I was just going out to get some stuff for my friends. So I got the entire Costa order for free. Like, it was crazy. And I didn't even do anything. It's not like I had to kiss him. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't know him. I just got the order, carried it to my friends, and left. That's it. But maybe the way I was moving, the confidence I was exuding, or just the way I was, or he was just a nice person. But either way, at that moment, he chose to do something. Something about the way I came across made him choose to do that. And this is something that has happened so regularly that it's now just a normal thing in my life. Even when before I moved to this apartment, where there was a shop near my old apartment, this man would give me stuff for free on the daily. Like, just go into the newsagent, the guy that owned the newsagent. Oh my God, every time I go there, he would be giving me things for free. Like, he would be like, okay, do you want this? I've got this umbrella, take this. It got to the point where G was getting jealous. Anytime G comes to the newsagent, he sees the guy giving me free things. He's like, babe, why is that guy always giving you free things? I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hold on. You know that he's not the first guy to have given me free things. Guys are always giving me free things. And he goes, I know, but blah, blah, blah. And that just made G want to even do even more. So if you want any random guy, or even a guy that you love, or you're dating, or you're interested in to spoil you, you have to really tap into the way you move, your aura, your body language. People are quite observant of your body language and how you are. So you need to tap into that. Another thing, this is for people, this is for like black women as well. If you're dating a guy and he's not spoiling you, like I said, and he doesn't see you that way, he doesn't want to do it, even just asking him to do something for you, he starts complaining, he starts groaning. Please, well, bye. Bye. Oh yeah, bye. What did I just say? What did I say? I said bye, bye, bye. So yeah, because essentially you're not going to change his mind. That's exactly how he is. And if you haven't been asking someone to do something from you for you from the start, it's going to be hard to change their mind and get them to start seeing you a certain way and doing things for you. So you have to start from the beginning to be like this. When I first met G already knew the kind of woman I was. He knew the kind of things I liked. He knew I was very high maintenance. Our first date lasted 6 hours, and we visited 3 different restaurants, which he paid for everything. That was just our first date. So already he knew the kind of woman I was. So this is what I mean. If you're looking for a guy to spoil you, or you want someone that will provide for you, you want to be with that person, or you're with someone, you need to start like this from the beginning. You can't start changing with that guy because it will be too much change. And like I said previously, change is very hard. Most people do not want to change and will not change. So that's another thing to think about. If you're with a guy and he's, you want to move apartments and he can't even help you, he's complaining the whole time, it just makes you feel bad about yourself. It makes you feel like you're not worth the help. So just avoid it. Avoid that whole process. As I posted in my community tab, when I moved here, G spent the whole night for at least a week or 2 setting up my entire furniture. Although we did the dining table together because there was like 400 pieces, which was mad. But he set up the entire thing, my couch, everything. He did everything. It was crazy. So, and he did it with a smile, and he was excited and he was happy. He was glad. The same thing with, there's just been so many instances. It's just my life now at this point. This is just my lifestyle now at this point. And if you want to get to the place where people do things for you and it's a lifestyle, you need to know exactly what you want, and you need to be unapologetic. You see, I'm a very unapologetic person. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I want what I want. And I'm not worried about other people saying, well, why do you want this? I don't care, because it doesn't stop me from wanting what I want. It doesn't stop me from, deciding to want what I want. Other people talking about what I want or my standards, I don't care about that. It's got nothing to do with me. I don't care. I only focus on what I want and wanting what I want. And you guys also need to remember that as long as you are not going around harming other people and, just focusing on yourself, whatever blessings God brings to you can't be taken away. When God says yes, nobody can say no. The blessings that I have got in my life, that God is blessing me with, these are blessings that are coming from God, and these are blessings that can't be taken away, because like I said, when God says yes, can't say no. So yeah, if you want someone to spoil you, you need to be living that lifestyle. You need to be oozing that lifestyle in every single one of your mannerisms. Your vocabulary needs to be high. You need to know words. You need to be spitting words. You need to be yarning, articulating. You need to be alliterating. You need to be doing so many things. Your vocabulary needs to be whoo. Like you need to know what you're talking about. You need to know your stuff. You need to talk as if you know something. On top of that, you also need to stop trying to make people who don't want to spoil you. It's a waste of your time. And you need to start right from the start to know exactly what you want and go from there. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you will get people wanting to do things for you who have never even met you before, who don't even know you, who don't know anything about you, who aren't even your friends, but they will want to be your friends. People always want to be my friend, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I've got enough friends. I'm barely trying to manage the ones that I have now. I'm still trying to manage the friends I have now. I'm trying to make sure every one of my friends gets a bit of my attention now. It's not even easy. So just think about it that way. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Take notes, girlies, because that's all you could take. Take the notes. Take the notes. But I want to see more Black women living that lifestyle, being provided for, being cared for by their partners, you know, living that, enjoying their life with their partners, and like the guys actually loving and taking care of them and, you know, spoiling them. I don't want to see Black women struggling, living in poverty, or living with guys, or being with guys that are just literally making your life hell than if you were just single. I don't want that. I rebook it. You know, Holy Ghost fire, like Holy Ghost. I rebook it. I want to see more Black women enjoying themselves and getting with guys that value them. That's very important. So yeah, that's all I really had to say on this topic. I need to bounce. Because I've got some work to do, and then I'm gonna go out to, you know, for a walk to check my steps, and then I'm gonna start packing my stuff for the boat tomorrow. So yeah, have a great day, everybody, and thank you very much for subscribing. And yeah, I'll be back, and yeah, enjoy my channel, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the videos. And yeah, I will see you guys when I see you. Take care. Bye.